Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Hashtag live if you're watching live. Hashtag replay if you're on replay. I done gone and said something again. I done said something that triggered some people. Interesting. Maybe that's what I'm supposed to do. I don't know. But I'm not here to offend you. It's not my goal. But if what I say offends you, then I don't know what to say about that. But all I'm saying is I'm going to stand by my statement. And 100% of the way you feel is based upon how you view the world. Say it again. 100% of the way you feel is based upon how you view the world. So, let's dissect the sentence. It's about how you view the world, right? Because we have a choice. We absolutely have a choice. We can always look at the negative things. And plus, hey, listen, there's a lot of bullshit that goes on inside this planet. Okay, you don't have to look very far. You don't have to look very closely to see all of the things that go on in this world that are not right. Okay, again, that's my judgment to say that. But you can choose to look at the world through that lens. That lens of when you pop on the news, okay, or when you open up your social media, that you see negative posts, negative posts, negative posts, negative story, negative story, negative story, right? We can choose to look at the world that way. And so I got asked this question, okay, well, how can I look at the world from a better lens? Change the lens in which you look through. Because you can look at it always from a negative standpoint, that people are going to be here to, hurt you and people are always going to turn their back on you and so on and so forth. I mean, death, destruction, war, disease, it's all over the news. It's all over your social media. People arguing back and forth on one topic to another. And we can choose to look at it from that microcosm. We can choose to look at it from that energy, that this is the way the world is. And if you were to do that, then yes, the way you look at the world is going to be death, destruction, and disease. Or you could choose to look at it from all the great things that this world supplies. The freedom, particularly in this country, to be who you are, unadulterated. No, nothing held back. You could choose to look at the sky. You could choose to look at the moon, the planets, the sun. You could choose to be thankful for the things that you have in your life: food, water, roof over your head, people that actually love you. We could choose to look at it from that lens and that energy as well. Or we could choose the other route. So you tell me, what's the difference? What's the difference in somebody's energy that chooses to look at things from a different perspective, that looks at the good in things, that's grateful for things, or the person that looks at it as death, destruction, and disease? How does that sway one's decisions? Well, it sways them a lot, because one is looking at the world full of hope, and the other one is looking at the world full of fear. So I have to ask you, which one are you? And I would venture to say that all of us at one point or another, depending upon the situation that is presented to us, may look at it from one or the other. But if you just chose just to look at things from a standpoint of hope, that what happened in your past happened in your past for a reason. What happened, couldn't happen any other way because it didn't. And what did happen taught you something and brought you to the point that you're at today. And you look at it from a standpoint of abundance versus scarcity. How better would your decisions be? How better would your thoughts be? How better would your interactions be? How better would your health be? Because I can tell you straight up is that if we're always in fear mode, physiologically inside of us isn't going to allow us to be in the best shape, okay, mind, body, and spirit, that we can be in. So, again, your view of the world is 100% based upon the way you look at it. And sometimes your feelings are not facts. And if you're constantly looking at all the news and all the Instagram posts and the Facebook posts that are all slighted negative and they trigger you and then you want to respond, that's on you. Or we could choose to ignore the things that aren't worth our time, are not becoming of us, and are aligned with our path, and look at the things that are. Just a thought. So the absence of the fear, the absence of the negativity is the way that you change the way you look at the world. Because again, everyone could look at a pretty sunrise and have some type of complaint about it. Or those that just appreciate it for what it is and move on about their day. #value if you found value in this video. Buff Gandhi. Woo!